Oh shit. Okay, it worked. Okay, we're good. Sweet.
Bro, I have fucking 3 shirts on. No wonder I was fucking hot.
Okay, just a heads up. We are live now.
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping it was just a glitch on the page. I got scared there because I was like, dude, I don't want to do this on Facebook. No,
Right?
it's working now. I am gonna post up on Facebook that we are doing an episode though.
Hmm.
Because this is funny. I fucking well, I think I sent you the image last night.
Oh,
The image I sent you last
mhm.
night of the
The,
the the gorilla and the lion like sitting on the edge of the cliff.
oh yeah, the thing you sent me, yeah.
Yeah, it was a
And it's like dogs don't see other dogs and think of the breed. Fucking they just see another dog.
yeah.
Why can't we just, do that and shit?
Like other people be like that. It was a
Yeah.
trip because one, I mean that's what I've been doing. I've been to promote the cast. I've been posting up like videos like that. Hold on a second. Hold on. Live recording on YouTube right
Oh,
now.
but yeah, this morning, I guess my fucking intoxicated ass fucking when I was getting dressed, I put on well, of course I always wear a black shirt.
Yeah.
So I put on a black shirt, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna wear this other black shirt. So I was like, should I take that shirt off or put it on? And I remember having that fucking little whatever in my head, a little discussion with myself, like whatever. And I could have swore I fucking took it off. And right now it's fucking, I was hot and shit. And so I went to take my shirt off, and I'm like, what the fuck, another one? And then, yeah, it's funny because I've been wearing like muscle shirts underneath, or white beaters and shit like that. And I saw that I had that underneath, at the bottom, and I was like, all right. And yeah, it fucking felt like a goddamn fucking Russian fucking doll and shit. Fucking, wait, there's another one.
That's fucking funny.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little baked right now.
There you go.
I got some high grade fucking whatever shit.
I'm trying to.
I got top shelf today.
We got about 2 minutes before we actually have to start the show. I'm trying to post up I'm trying to share the post on the group page really quick before, and then we can officially get started. Oh, but yeah, actually, you know what? I'll save what I was about to say for the actual podcast because it's actually useful information. Because again, to anybody watching this later on, this is only going to be available on YouTube right when we start the show. This is Joey and I's pregame. I'll edit this out. So if you listen to this on Spotify or any other platforms, all of this will be edited out. And then Joey has a new phone now, so hopefully we shouldn't get cut off. There should not be any dead air.
No.
So we should not have.
And I have a portable charger with me. So
awesome. I didn't see.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me. Let me grab mine. Shit, I have it right here. Yeah. So we should be good. We should have it. If we get any interruptions, things like that can still occur because that usually happens at some point. One of us gets a phone call or somebody needs to step out for a minute. But again, in those moments, like either Joey and I will try to fill a dead air where it's usually just nonsense bullshit, which again will be edited out later on. If that happens tonight, hopefully it will not, but we'll see what happens. But that being said, it's officially 7:00, so I think I'm good. I got my bowl, I got my beer, I got all my phones out here, I got my charger, everything's good. Okay, Joey, if you are good, we can go ahead and get started.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just fucking. I don't need a smoke right now because I'm just fucking smelling my hands, getting high off the
fucking gasoline. Shit.
Yeah,
all right.
Shit.
All right.
But no, I'm good.
Okay, we'll go in.
I got
cigarettes,
I got a little drink,
All right, we'll go into the intro then. All right. Oh, this is funny actually, because I'm actually watching this on my TV at the same time that I'm watching this on my computer. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah, but so
that's what I would do when I was at mom's. I was fucking.
This is funny.
I would put you on YouTube on the TV. And
yeah, my dumbass like I'll get to it in a minute. Okay, let's go start. Let's go get started. Okay. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're listening. This is Don't Be So Sensitive with Joey Max Power. I'm Max Power here with my co-host.
Joey, motherfuckers. I'm fucking back.
So as usual, guys, we're going to get diverted. This is first and foremost, excuse me. Before we actually dive into the actual episode, I just want to give a really quick shout out to all of our truck drivers and first responders being firefighters, paramedics, and police officers, and especially, of course, our medical staff that actually works at the hospitals. More importantly, the nurses. Let's be honest. I mean, if you've ever worked in a hospital, you know that the nurses are really the ones that get things done. Without them, nothing happens. Let's be honest. The reason I have to say that is because, one, to our truck drivers, I know that a lot of you are bigger demographics. A lot of you are on the road for a long time. You need to listen to something that keep you awake. A lot of you tune into our show. As of our good friend Philip Patres told us, so thank you very much to Philip Patres and to all of our truck drivers on the road. Please drive safe. And also about the first responders, I've been like engorged in all of these fucking first responder shows the past like year and a half. And it's like, here's the thing. I know for a fact I have first responder friends, Kenny being one of them, Kenny Ing, shout out to him. I know that these shows are exaggerated like crazy. I understand that. I know that a lot of these situations are like not like that at all. Some of them are actually worse. But I like the stories. I like the drama. That's what it comes down to. I like the drama. I like the stories behind it. I like the backstories. You know, the shit that's going on when the characters go home.
I don't like the soap opera shit.
I'm
like, and then sometimes, it just gives me anxiety because I'm one of those fucking constant fucking overthinking and shit. So fucking that thing just feeds to my goddamn Final Destination ass imagination and shit. So it's like,
oh man, I know what you mean though. I will say this because like sometimes, cause I'm not always paying attention to the show. Sometimes I kind of zone out. I'm always doing like 8 different things at once. But there's sometimes I'm actually paying attention to the show, and I watch these situations. And again, like I said, some of these situations are exaggerated. But the one thing that is not exaggerated is like the situation itself, like the actual occurrence. If say on several on this show, on fucking Grey's Anatomy. Sorry, this show. The show I'm talking about is Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, Grey's Anatomy.
Chicago PD, right?
Chicago PD is the other one. The other one. I'm watching all 3 of them at the same time now. No, I synced them up. And
so you were able to like match them up to whatever when they did the crossover.
Yeah. I had to go back and rewatch like 6 seasons of fucking Chicago Fire just to catch up because like. And then I had to jump forward to Chicago Med so I could fill in for those episodes.
So you had to catch up and you had to go back.
Yeah, and then because I was kind of like, wait a minute, I don't remember this part. So then I had to go back and rewatch the last season of Chicago PD to get me caught up with that episode, that season.
I hate shit like that because then you're watching the show and it's like, who the fuck is this guy? Like. Where the fuck did he?
That's what happens. That's what happens. It's funny.
He's out there like he's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck did this motherfucker?
That's what happens, and it's funny because there was one episode of Chicago Fire that it ends on a cliffhanger. It says to be continued, which they don't even say anymore. And then what's up?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, then the next episode, it was a whole different scenario. Like, what the fuck? They didn't show the next episode. Does the site like skip the episode? What happened? Well, then I finished that season. I go to Chicago PD, and that episode comes on, the continued part of that episode. Oh, that's what happened because this is a Chicago PD episode.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, dude. And I was.
It finished on another series. That's bullshit.
So yeah, so the way it works,
clever.
Like the way it works, I'm assuming is it like each show probably runs at the same time, and then like you have to watch them all like simultaneously, like like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. I never watched the show.
Or
so
if they do it, whatever, it's like okay, this show goes on, whatever that season goes, and then when that fucking show goes, whatever. The other show picks up when that show.
And that's how I've been watching it. As a matter of fact, because right now I'm on the Chicago Fire. I think I'm on like season. Well, actually, I can look right now. Hold on. I can look on season 8, and Chicago PD. I think I'm on like season 7. So and then fucking Chicago Fire. I'm on like season 4. So I'm all synced up now, but that's what I'm watching. I'm completing the entire season, and then going to PD, and then going to Med, and then going back to fucking Fire, PD, Med. I'm doing it like that, but I'm still seeing characters I don't recognize. I'm like, wait a minute, who the fuck is this bitch? Oh man, did they die? Shit, I'm not gonna find out until if I can still watch PD now.
Yeah, right. gotta fucking whatever and shit.
Because that's what happened too. When I was watching, when I went back to watch Chicago Fire, I was seeing characters, and I was like, oh, okay, I know that I'm not that. I still have a lot to go because this character is still alive, and in PD where I'm at, they're already dead.
Yeah.
Because they kill off a lot of characters, man. That's true. Anyways, okay, sorry, I don't want to get too carried away. With this. Sorry, wait, back to the point of this. I'm sorry. The point of this, I was trying to say though, I've been watching all these fucking first responders dramas, and again, the situations themselves obviously exaggerated to do it, just to get ratings. What the fuck, any actual first responder most likely watch these shows and laughs at it majority of the time, but they can still relate to the situations of one, like your family life, what you deal with at home, the stress you deal with, and have to bring it at work or leave it at home, and also how stressful those jobs are. Like okay, like I said, our good friend Kenny Ing, he was a first responder for several years. He was a volunteer firefighter when he was going to college to pay for his school. He was a volunteer firefighter, so he saved to save money on rent. He was a volunteer firefighter. So yeah, it just proves that Asians are better at everything. But when I was watching the show Third Watch, that one collaborates all three at the same time. It's like paramedics, firefighters, and cops.
Yeah. And it jumps between stories.
Yes. Now,
they do really they all intertwine.
Mm-hmm. That's why it was
depending on the situation, the paramedics show up. Well, actually, it's the firefighters are the ones that show up first.
Yeah.
And then the ambulance, and then depending on the severity or the situation, then the cops show up.
Yeah, and that's what happened. Like that's why, I think it's CBS, I think it's CBS or ABC that created these shows. They were smart by breaking it down into like 3 different fucking shows. They started with Fire. They waited 2 seasons. Okay, cool, it's working. Then they released PD. Waited 2 seasons. Okay, cool, it's working. Then they released fucking Med. And then they do crossovers all the time. Like characters go into different episodes on a regular basis. So it keeps it interesting. But what I like about the show though is really more so like the stories themselves, because in Third Watch, that one came out. Because okay, bear in mind, Chicago Fire came out in 2012. Yeah, 2012. 2012. PD was 2014, and Med was 2016. So each show has been running for at least 10 years now. Now, Third Watch came out in fucking I think like 99. So it was like 2 years before 9/11. And we talked about it in the show before, and I mentioned about how like I was waiting for that to happen because the show takes place in New York. So right away, I was like, they gotta have a 9/11 episode. They gotta have an episode that reflects 9/11, And of course they did, and it was pretty bad. And
it's a 2-part special.
It was actually. And then the second episode, I think it might have been both episodes, but I remember I'm pretty sure I think it was just the second episode. Had all of these testimonials. And anybody that's an old listener, I know I've already said this before, but I'm bringing up to anybody that's a new listener. Because check out the show, seriously. Like, check out the show Third Watch. I think it's on Amazon. That's where I found it. And I get to look it up. You can Google it. Just if you want, just find that one episode, the fucking 9/11 episode, because it's crazy. Because the testimonials that they did, the interviews that they did with the families, the loved ones that were there, that on the their loved ones were on the scene. The firefighters, the cops, the paramedics. Like. It's crazy hearing these testimonials, because a lot of these people are dead. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these people are interviewed by the survivors, the ones that well, at that point I think it was like a few years later, like 3 or 4 years later.
They're playing the characters of people that were and shit.
Yeah, but no, the interviews were real. The interviews were real. Like it was like that part was real. Like it was like they do like the testimonials with like actual like the family members. And it's the one that hit me the most, and I know I brought up in the episode when we recorded, was that like when she's mentioned how the wages on these first responders is like just crap. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And even today, like I looked it up. I can't remember the exact numbers, but I looked it up to what it was back in 2001 to what it is now, and it's like barely even a margin at all. I mean, it's still pretty much
like $30,000.
I think roughly about actually. Hold on, let's see. Let me ask. Hold on. What? Let me. I can Google that shit. Hold on. Let me find out. I'll be. Let's see. Okay, I'll be realistic. Let's go to New York. Fuck it. Average. Average salary for paramedic in New York City. Okay, average salary starting at 60,000.
Oh, 60,000. Oh, okay, double.
Let me see. Hold on. Now, average salary for paramedic in
Because I can't remember what I looked up. I don't know if it was
City
someone a military thing or, and it was barely fucking 30,000 a fucking year. I was like, damn.
In 2001, it was starting was roughly about 35,000.
Yeah.
Now I understand, but now understand this. That seems like a significant increase, 25 years, right? But with constant prices of everything going up, I mean, is it really though? I mean, does it really? I mean, really think about it.
Inflation.
Because okay,
like it's like you make more money, things get more expensive.
Mm-hmm. Because think of it this way. Think of this. Okay, this is a good. This is a good segue. This is a good segue. Just to finish off that note, what I was trying to say was again, like honorable mention, to our truck drivers and our first responders, because that you guys are pretty much our demographic. But besides that, we appreciate you guys, and you guys do not get the wages that you deserve for the work that you do. Seriously, so that's all I want to say to that. And also most importantly, please, please, please be fucking safe. Get home to your families. That's all I want to say about that. But let's talk about that really quickly. Wait, hold on. So are you trying to call me a video? Hold on. There we go. Hello? You still there? Hello, hello?
Oh, my bad. I accidentally muted it in case I dropped my phone.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to call me on video.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no. It's because I was fixing something real quick.
No worries. Well, that's a good transition though.
The chain came off and I was putting the chain back on.
But it's a good transition though. Good segue. Let's talk about fucking costs of things that are in America right now, because this is retarded. Like, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing that's pissing me off. I've been running across a lot of these conspiracy videos. Right. I'm gonna see if I can find one right now that I can share on the podcast. Like there's one that I've run across talking about inflation and how like the price of goods keep on going up, and the reason for it is because nobody seems to care. You see what I'm saying? Like, we're all complaining about it, but nobody's doing anything about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I mean, kind of the same thing that I always say about everything. Everybody complains, but nobody does nothing.
Now, I know some people might hear that and say, well, why don't you do something about it? Well, I'll tell you right now, I have been doing something about it for the past 20 fucking years. You know what I've been doing about it? I stopped buying shit I don't fucking need. Yeah. Believe it or not.
Well, like Fight Club, what did they say? We just buy shit we don't need.
Because no, it's absolutely right. Like, okay, in Fight Club, and George Carlin said also in his last set before he died, he said, what our leaders want is a nation of consumers. You know what I'm saying? People that are just smart enough to go to the jobs, do the work, pay all the taxes, but just dumb enough to not realize how they're getting screwed over by the fucking upper class. And guess what? They succeeded, because I mean, look around, man. The price of goods.
There's no middle class.
There's no middle. Yeah, it's just.
It's either you're rich or you're barely fucking getting by.
Mm-hmm. And it's true, because if you think about it, like right now, okay, like I stopped going out to eat a long time ago. It became a luxury. It was like every special occasions, every once in a while, like if I go on a date, want to impress her, like that kind of shit, right? Every once in a while, and it's been like that again, 20 plus years, because back then it was expensive. Nowadays, I can't even afford McDonald's. I mean, dude, I do DoorDash.
Do you remember the McDouble and the whatever, it was fucking 99 cents?
Yeah.
Like that thing is like $3 now.
No. Some of you thinking, oh, that's just $3. Oh, that's 300%. 300% of a markup for the exact same product. The quality hasn't changed. If anything, it's gone down. So why are we paying more for less? Doesn't make any sense, folks. Now, let's take it a step further. We're talking about business, okay? Now, believe it or not, despite despite my disheveled appearance, I am actually a very intelligent person. I'm educated. I went to school for a lot of different shit, and one of those things was business. I learned this in business. This is very important. A lot of you are gonna not want to hear this, but it's absolutely 1,000% true. And if any of you actually own your own business, you're either gonna nod your head or you're gonna say, "Oh, hey man, don't say that out loud."
But
Companies do not actually care about their employees as much as they say they do.
mhm,
Let that sink in, folks. Understand this. A business's fucking goal is to make as much profit off of their business, whatever it is that they're doing, at
yeah,
with the least amount of cost of resources and money. Okay?
yep.
That's
Because
why
every employee that's a fucking negative on the whatever they make for the day or the whatever and shit, the profit.
now the reason I have to say that is because think about all of these companies that are billion-dollar companies. Okay, off the top of my head, let's go with Walmart and McDonald's. Okay, just
Fast
because
food's the worst one.
yeah, and just because we have a huge department store, and we have a massive food chain that is literally global. Okay, now think about that.
Both.
Both of these companies are like billion-dollar companies. Every single year, they generate billions of dollars of profits. Right? Their CEOs collect million-dollar fucking bonuses every single year, which clearly states these companies are doing very, very well for themselves. Right? Now,
Mm-hmm.
now, that being the case, why are the prices of the menu going up when the fucking wages are staying the same? Now, later on, here's funny what happens is that they raise the wages, but here's what happens after that. They continue to raise the prices on the menu. If these companies are doing so well for themselves, they should be able to keep the prices on the menu exactly the same as they were 20 fucking years ago, pay their fucking employees a decent livable wage, and everybody's happy. And here's the best part about it: even at that cost, these companies would still profit. You know why? Because you've ever been to McDonald's? I know some of you like would shake your heads and go,
And
oh,
I mean, shit. If the McDouble was $1 again, I mean, they fucking make it up and just fucking and just mass. You know what I mean?
no, check it
They'll
out.
sell so much more that they'll fucking whatever they would be losing to sell it at $3. They make it up because they would sell more product.
Now, here's the funny thing about that is that you're right, but only half right. Because here's the sad truth. This goes right back to what I was saying and how they raise the price on goods because they know that people are not going to care. They're still going to buy it. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what happened. Here's how I make my money, and it's a paradox because it goes literally against everything that I stand for, which is basically spending money on shit that you don't need. Okay,
Yeah.
being a lazy rich asshole, because you got to be rich to do this. Let's be honest. I mean, like let's be honest. Again, with food costing what it is, as like food, like fast food or restaurant food costing what it is now compared to what it was 20 years ago. If you
Yeah.
use any type of delivery service, then the fact that you're willing to pay for this just the meal itself and plus the delivery fee plus a tip, clearly you're doing all right for yourself. You got money.
Well, like I said, when I was prospering and doing good, dude, I would fucking my beer.
Mhm.
I fucking lived across the street from fucking Walmart,
Oh my god!
and I would have fucking DoorDash bring me my beer.
Shut the fuck up! Are you serious?
Yeah, when I was at the hotel,
I didn't know
I
that.
would work 6 days, fucking 10-hour
I
fucking days.
didn't know
But
that. That's
but
hilarious.
yeah, dude, I had fucking beer, DoorDash, and fucking and food, dude.
That's funny.
I ate out. Well, of course, I lived in a hotel. I had a stove. I had all that shit in the room. But
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
and Walmart was across the street, but I DoorDashed every fucking day.
That's funny.
I
But you
would
were working.
buy- I
But you
would
were. But
buy
you were.
2 6-packs.
No, but you were working. Hey, but in your defense, you were working a lot though. Let's be honest. And you were pretty much like on site 24/7. So
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't like you were doing because you were being lazy. It's like no, you never left the fucking hotel.
No, well, technically, my bad. I just bit a taco. Um, what is technically, I didn't really, if you think about my schedule, I didn't have any days off.
Yeah, that's
Because
what I'm
I work
saying.
6 days
Like
a
you didn't,
week.
yeah, you didn't even, you
And
never
then
really
on
you
my
work
last
consistently.
day, I had to go in at 7 and get the paperwork ready for the fucking morning shift. So really, on my day off, I went in and worked a couple of hours and shit.
Yeah, basically.
So like technically, if you look at it, like I worked fucking 7 days a week.
But back to what I was saying though is like my point is like okay, like it's crazy because the cost of everything nowadays keeps on going up because people are still paying for it. You know, and I know, and like Joey said, you know, if the price was still the same the way it was, you know, 20 years ago, even 10 years ago, clearly these companies would make a shitload more because people like me would go back to buying it. Because I can't remember the last time I ate fast food from anywhere that I actually paid for it. I can't remember. I still have a whole bunch of free fucking sandwiches from McDonald's from the punch cards that I collected.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah, the punch card.
I think I still have like 9 left, and I'm saving them for like for when I really want to craving for a burger because like I don't think they're giving them away anymore. But two, because like to me, that's when the use is okay. I really want a burger. I really want a fucking. I want a double cheeseburger. I want a fucking double quarter pounder with cheese with bacon. Fucking fully loaded kind of shit. But because when I go pick up an order from McDonald's, I look at their menu and I see that motherfucker. I say, man, that bitch is $10 for just a sandwich by itself. Son of a bitch, man. Are you kidding me?
$15 for the combo.
Now, and no, let's break that.
I don't even fucking like French fries.
Let's break that down for a second, folks. $10, right? $10. The average dishwasher gets paid $10 an hour. That means that I gotta go and wash a bunch of dirty pots and pans and dishes and put up with a bunch of fucking shitty ass kids for an entire hour. Just to afford a fucking double quarter pounder with cheese and bacon.
Yep.
Now, doesn't it sound differently that way when you think about it? Doesn't $10 sound a little differently when you think about what you have to do to get that $10? This is what I'm trying to get at. Okay. Again, I've been going down these rabbit holes lately. I'm hoping this phone works because this is the one I want to use, but if not, I'm gonna use my other one. I've been going down these rabbit holes. Like I said, this site that I've been following, and I've been finding some shit. And it's like there was one that I sent myself because I said, "What? I don't know what to send this to." Because I've been sharing some of them with my daughter, but like she's still young and I don't want to fuck her up yet. So like I sent her the ones that I know she can handle, and then she'll give me like feedback, we'll talk about it a little bit. But there's some that I run across, and even I'm like, whoa, I'm gonna need a moment to like process this. Like what the fuck?
Oh shit! I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, like there's some. I mean, again, like this site has some really good ones. Hold on, there's one that I found.
It's like, oh shit! It kind of got a little foundation. Like I can see that being might be true. Like
Okay. Here's one. Hold on. Here's one that I found today that I'm gonna play for y'all. This one actually this doesn't have to do with like what we're talking about. It's just an example of the shit because yeah, because it's about this is about Antarctica and like how like areas that we can't travel to. This is interesting. Check it out.
Oh, the treaty and whatever.
Yeah, check it out. Hold on, it's loading. Okay, hold on. I think it's loading. Shit. Damn it.
Yeah, my bad. I muted it because I thought you were gonna play something.
No, you're fine. Hold on, I'm waiting for it to load. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't load, it's okay because I can find.
Today's locked. Okay, so I was reading.
You know what? No, screw that. You know what? Hold on. You know what? No, I'm gonna go fucking play it. No, it's just playing now. I'm gonna play it. Here you go.
About this map from 1513. Well, I was reading about this map from 1513. Ottoman admiral named Piri Rice shows Antarctica without ice, with accurate coastlines, 300 years before anyone officially discovered it.
And that's just the beginning, fella. The Piri Rice map was found in 1929 in the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul. Piri Rice wrote on the map that he compiled it from older source maps, some dating back to Alexander the Great. He didn't claim to discover anything. He was copying something that already existed.
So someone mapped Antarctica before 1513, before any European had been anywhere near it.
Charles Hapgood, professor of history at Keene State College.
Now you hear that, right? I was gonna play the whole thing, but I just wanted to give you just a glimpse because I do want to talk about that also. But no. Okay, now you hear what you're talking about, right? He's talking about how like they had like maps of these certain places long before supposedly these places were even able to be mapped, which means these maps they didn't make these maps, they were found. And I'll play it again if you want later, but
well, I mean they have maps that show what is it, land, not ice, and fucking animals and shit like that.
Yeah.
To where fucking Antarctica is supposed to be.
In a minute, I will play the whole thing, but I want to circle back because I do want to talk about that what that video is, because I just remember right now what it goes into further. So hold on, let me pause because I do want to talk about that also, because basically ultimately, just to give you just a quick preview, it talks about our history, and it is something that I really want to talk about. But I want to finish what we're saying about the bullshit that's inflation.
Like, hey, with like our timeline and shit.
Yeah, like, but yeah, we'll circle back to that in just a second. But like I said, back to the whole like inflation thing. Like I said, like they're raising the prices on goods, and people are blowing it off, saying that it's not that big a deal. But here's the thing, though, is like people are not looking at the bigger picture of it. When they're
doing is they're squeezing us, dude. Like they're fucking, they're making things hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're making like hard times. They're making people struggle and shit.
And they're making it seem like it's normal. That's the thing, is that they make it seem like it's a normal thing. And here's the crazy part. Like I know I told you already before, but like I made amends with my daughter a few months back. So we've been talking a lot more now, which is great. And I'm not going to divulge in the details of our conversations, but what was interesting, one thing that I can say is that like her thought process and her mentality is like so on point to where like she looks around and she sees things not for what people are told, so what people tell her, this is how it is. She
observes herself and she gets her own fucking whatever from what's going on instead of what she's told.
Yeah, exactly. And like she looks at things and she's like, no, that doesn't seem right, And she was telling me, and again, I'm not gonna go into details, but she was telling me this, and I'm like, that's a good thing, because a lot of people, I wish, did that. I have a handful of friends that do that, but most of them
don't question shit.
Yeah, and no,
the news told me this and this and this, and it's like, all right,
and
it's like.
That's why I told you the day. I said, "This is the day I actually do." I said, people right now, everybody's just like conforming to the new norm, and it's like, no, this is not normal. This is not right. Everything that's happening right now is completely fucked up, and nobody seems to be doing anything about it. And again, everybody's saying, "Well, what can you do about it?" I already said, stop spending money on shit you don't need, because that's
if we were to do a fucking strike, I always hear about it. I always hear whatever thing, but I've never fucking actually seen anybody fucking do it. But just a fucking strike where, like, you just stay home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we can't do it.
It's like, don't even turn your fucking lights on, like that kind of shit. Like, just. Everybody stay home and just chill. 24 hours. Don't fucking buy nothing. Don't fucking go to work. Don't fucking do shit. Like I said, don't even turn the lights on. Just fucking sit there. Fucking don't turn the TV. Just, read a fucking book. Play with the family or do whatever. Play with yourself. Fucking whatever and shit. But like, 24 hours and see what the fuck happens to the government and the fucking and all of that shit.
Now, here's the funny thing about it.
Structure will probably fucking collapse and shit.
Here's the funny thing about it is that our government knows that, right? They know that, and they've actually tested scenarios to see if we could go through with it. And unfortunately,
look at this, fucking 40 years old, and fucking never have I heard the fucking what is it Washington fucking shutting down the Congress or the whatever the fuck they are. Like, never heard of that shit growing up or any fucking shit like that. I think it's happened like 4 times. Like, it's already happened twice in the last couple of years.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3 times at least, something like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what the fuck that our government can just be like, yeah, we're shutting down. We're taking a fucking day off.
Yeah, and it's bullshit, because like, what is like when they say that, it's like, what does that even mean? Like, what does that actually mean? And then here's the thing: there's no explanation for it. But here's the thing: because we, the people, the ones that are supposed to be in charge, we get no access to any of the information. We have no idea what the fuck they're doing. When that happens,
we allow it to happen.
Yeah, like to them, sorry, to us, it's just a big middle finger. It's just saying, you know what? It's like, you know what? We want to find an agreement. We all benefit the most. The most. Not you guys. Not you guys. I mean, when I say we, I mean us. I mean us, us. That's why I always say it's not red versus blue, it's us versus them. We the people we need to remember, we need to stop being fucking red versus blue, picking sides, looking at each other and judging each other. We need to understand, dude, it's us versus them.
We need to be purple.
Yeah.
I know what is red and blue make. I don't know.
Yeah, purple. Yeah, purple.
Fucking
purple.
So
but yeah, like when it comes down to it, what really pisses me off is it like, again, like I said, everybody's conforming to this whole new normal thing, and lately I've been analyzing myself more recently, and I've been looking at my childhood more, and I realized like why I think this way. I don't know if I inherited it from anybody. I didn't really know my bio dad as much, so I don't think I know it from him. I mean, I got it from him.
Yeah.
But because my mom and my stepdad, they're like that. They follow rules. They do. This is how things are supposed to be done. They're not hardcore enforcing about it. They let me cut slack a lot of times growing up. But like, my parents didn't really raise me. They never really told me, this is how things are supposed to be. This is what happens. Blah blah. They waited until I got
a foundation or morals or something.
I learned from movies and books and TV shows. And then
we talked about that.
Yeah, and
like us being that our parents were never around and whatever, we were raised by TV.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the cable guy fucking kind of shit with everything, where it's like, we learned about life and scenarios and shit from just fucking watching HBO and shit.
It's crazy. Is it because I grew up, like my brain like wired itself to do literally that. Because I still do. I still watch all these movies and TV shows, and I try to emulate the characters that I find the most appealing, the ones that I appreciate the most, the ones that I relate to the most. But then it's funny, is it when I was, and thank God my brain went this way. Because I'm glad I passed that down to my daughter, because she's had a really big heart. And we talked about this the other day, and I told her, like, no matter what happens though, don't change. Like, I mean, if as a matter of fact, no, I even said disclaimer. I said, what, if try not to change, that type of that person you are. Always try to be good to everybody. I know it's hard, but at the very least, try not to. But hey, if you ever decide to be the villain, I'll still support you. And I told her, just in case, as a dad, I'm just letting you know. If it ever gets too hard to handle, and you say, fuck this, I'm out. You know what? Hey, I'll still back you up, but I just want to make sure that that's what you want to do, because I will fuck some shit up.
Because once got his GED, and then he fucking he went to college, and then he even went to the Deacon Academy or some shit like that.
No shit, that's badass.
Yeah. He fucking.
One, let me say this really quickly, not to interrupt that story, because I have to say this only because I genuinely appreciate that story, because fucking bitch duck, that one chick that I met a few weeks back, that we hit it off all badass, and I think it's only because she was medicated, because it turned out that she really was a fucking bitch duck. She really was. I think she really was crazy, dude. I'll explain that in just a second, just for the fuck of it. When the one point we were talking, the second time around that we got into the second argument was about that, when I was talking about going back and getting your education, and she was saying how, like, what I wanted to go to school for, would be pointless to do it right now. And it's like, well, not necessarily. Some people will just do it just to do it. Like, why the hell not? Like, it's not
about like, what you're gonna do with it or what you're gonna whatever, but it's about an accomplishment.
Yeah,
setting a goal and fucking sacrificing.
Yes,
and I was fucking down and doing what you have to do.
I was literally trying to explain that to her in the nicest way possible, and she was just like throwing it back in my face, like, you don't understand, blah. And I'm like, no, I'm just saying, like, I've met people, in their elderly years, when they go back to school, get their degrees, it's still a feeling of accomplishment, And she was like, and then this is where it gets weird. Then she's over here like I don't need you to fucking mansplain for me, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about at this point? Like that.
I'm not mansplaining. Like you didn't fucking get what I was putting down.
Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie.
So I had to
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Down for you a little bit,
Like, no bullshit. Like, this chick. That's why her nickname is Bitch Duck, because like She was cool when we first started talking, and that's why I'm pretty sure she was medicated. Because she was in the hospital when I was talking to her. She told me she was laid up in the hospital and then medicated. And I thought, benefit of the doubt, but I mean, it couldn't be all that. No, that's all it was. That's all it was. She was fucked up because like. This woman,
you caught her right after pill time.
Yeah, like okay, you know what? Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna just give a really brief rundown on this chick. Okay, this is not.
Hey, you're not a medical fucking person, so you can't get the fucking what is that thing called the patient fucking confidentiality.
Yeah, she was not a patient of mine. She was not a patient of mine. And I am a psychologist, but I was not treating her. And I was
self-proclaimed.
That's right. I am self-proclaimed.
I love that saying, dude. I saw that on the History Channel, and I'm like, motherfucker, you can be a self-proclaimed something?
Of course you got.
I'm like, this bitch, and I went to college.
Of course you got. No, don't get me wrong. I mean, you can't practice. You can't make money doing it. But I mean, by definition, I am a psychologist. I'm a philosopher. I'm an anthropologist. I'm a logician. Yes. You know what I mean? Like everything that I practice and or study and or try to learn more about, it basically that's what you are. If you're making money doing it, that's when it becomes against the law. Different story. But that's because the government doesn't want you to fucking do anything for yourself without them getting peace.
Yeah, they want you. Hey, you gotta pay for that.
Exactly. No matter what you do, you gotta give us a cut. We give you the opportunity to do that. We want a piece. I love how that works. Think about that though. Isn't that funny? How no matter what you do in this country, the government wants a piece of it only because you're here. You live here, land of opportunity. But guess what? Because you have the opportunity to make real money, you got to give us a little bit every year. Why? Because I don't know.
And we don't have a choice.
We don't have a choice.
Born here, we were whatever here. We didn't have a choice to agree to any of it.
And here's the funny thing about it is that because we're so used to it, we don't question it. And that is what I was trying to explain to my daughter the other day. Question everything, because again, this is ultimately like this is a conspiracy theory that I'm working on right now. Is that I genuinely believe that 90% of our history is all a lie. I believe it's all bullshit, dude. I really do, man. I really think this whole thing is.
I think our timeline is fucked up.
More than that, though.
I think that it's not as much time as they say has passed.
That I do agree.
You know what I mean?
That I do agree with.
I think they added like an extra 1,000 years.
I think
it's 2,000.
No, I think it's like way more than that. To be honest, like my friend. You know what? Now I can play that whole video because that's
I heard it had to do with something about something being in power for 2,000 years.
Chill out. Okay,
reigning power for 2,000 years, and that's like the number, and that's the fucking the whatever it is. Like, yeah, well, wouldn't you whatever if something was around for 2,000 years, you would think they whatever and shit.
Chill out. I'm gonna play that video that I just played right now because that's basically what that video goes into. It's not that long, but that's basically what it explains. But it talks about the maps, but then it starts breaking down like the geographical things of like, hey, what about this? What about this? Like, chill out. Hold on.
Like, I mean, look at the structures and shit.
Place where the rest of the evidence might be stays locked.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Damn it, no. Son of a bitch.
Okay, so I was reading about this map from 1513. Ottoman admiral named Piri Rice shows Antarctica without ice, with accurate coastlines 300 years before anyone officially discovered it.
And that's just the beginning, fella. The Piri Reis map was found in 1929 in the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul. Piri Reis wrote on the map that he compiled it from older source maps, some dating back to Alexander the Great. He didn't claim to discover anything. He was copying something that already existed.
So someone mapped Antarctica before 1513, before any European had been anywhere near it.
Charles Hapgood, professor of history at Keene State College. In 1960, he sent the map to the U.S. Air Force Cartography Unit at Westover Air Force Base. Their official response: the map shows the subglacial topography of Antarctica with accuracy that matches our most recent seismic survey data.
So a sailor from 1513 mapped a place he'd never been. I get it. I've also gone places I probably shouldn't have. Giggity. But seriously, the Air Force confirmed it and nobody talks about it.
The Orontius Phineas map, 1531, shows Antarctica with rivers, bays, mountain ranges, all ice-free. Interior geography matching seismic surveys conducted in the 1950s 1950s. Rivers that haven't been visible for at least 6,000 years, mapped with precision that satellite imagery only confirmed decades ago.
Rivers under the ice that nobody has seen for thousands of years on a map from 1531.
And here's what nobody asks, fella. If this civilization existed, advanced enough to map a continent frozen for thousands of years, what happened to them? The Younger Dryas event, 9700 BC. Geologists now confirm a global catastrophe. Rapid climate shift, mass extinction, civilizational collapse across every continent simultaneously. Whatever was here before was erased, almost completely. Almost. The map survived.
Evan's thesis, Albert Einstein wrote the foreword to in 1953, was that these maps suggest a source civilization with advanced cartographic technology that predated every known ancient culture. A civilization that mapped the entire Earth, then disappeared.
Einstein wrote the foreword. My high school physics teacher said Einstein was the smartest person who ever lived. So either my teacher was wrong or this is real. Giggity.
The Library of Alexandria wasn't the only ancient archive, fella. Ancient sources reference the Library of Carthage, the archives of Nineveh, Persian royal libraries, most destroyed. What survived ended up in Ottoman collections, exactly where the Piri Rice map was found, waiting.
From an intelligence standpoint, when you find a document containing information its creator couldn't have generated independently, you look for the source. The source for these maps has never been identified. That's not a closed case. That's an open file.
An open file sitting there since 1929? Wow.
Antarctica is the only continent on Earth that cannot be freely explored without government permission, fella. The Antarctic Treaty of 1959, signed by every major power simultaneously, restricts access and requires international approval for research. Every other land mass is accessible. This one requires a treaty signed by 12 nations.
12 nations.
Places with stricter door policies than most countries. But Antarctica needs 12 nations to sign off. What are they hiding down there, Giggity? And why can't I see it?
3 independent confirmations, fella. A 16th century Ottoman admiral copying from sources predating Alexander the Great. A U.S. Air Force analysis confirming subglacial accuracy. An Einstein-endorsed framework connecting it to a lost civilization. And the one place that might have physical evidence, locked behind an international treaty, no individual nation can override.
The evidence survived. The civilization didn't. And someone made sure the place where the rest of the evidence might be stays locked.
That's right.
Builders,
No.
contractors.
I know that took kind of fast, but how much of it did you get?
Yeah, okay. I was just checking because I muted it so like.
Oh yeah, no, I stopped. Yeah, that was it. Okay, okay, you got the gist of that, though, right? And how basically there were ancient civilizations that were so way more advanced than we are right now. And I don't mean like a few hundred years. I mean like a few thousand years. You know, and
look at the structures and shit. Like some of the shit that's built. You know, it's like you really think they built that shit with fucking wagons and shit.
Primitive tools, fucking copper tools and shit. Like they and here's the funny thing about it. Like, and I'm not gonna go too in depth into that, but sorry into this. Like Joey and I had this discussion before, but when we started the podcast, it actually started with a conversation about the pyramids, saying how the story just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like how these people did this shit with copper tools. You know, it's like I mean, like come on now. I mean, these stones.
They were living in fucking huts and fucking shit like that. And no electricity, no nothing, and fucking eating in the sand and shit.
Yeah,
they built that fucking massive fucking structure.
These stones weigh as much as like 20,000 pounds, and the precision of these pyramids it was to a point where you couldn't even put a pin, a razor through the fucking. It was so precise. We can't do that shit today. But we just
even the calculations, like the fucking measurements and the whatever things like.
And then the locations.
People fucking shit.
Locations that they're at. And here's the crazy thing about it. Now this is what pisses me off though. This is what pisses me off because this is the conversation that I have with my daughter that I can say. The part I can say is that when she spoke to me, she said, "No, I'm glad that we can have these conversations, talk about things like this." Because before when I bring things like this to the people, it makes me sound like I'm crazy. And I said, "Oh, trust me, I know because I've been doing it my entire fucking life." Because here's the thing, because that's exactly what they want you to do. Even right now, this is why sadly we don't. I don't have a lot of supporters of our podcast from me, like on my fucking circle of friends. Because my circle of friends, besides the fact that they're assholes, they're also fucking idiots. And we actually have an episode titled that, Assholes and Idiots. Because that's all I'm surrounded by on a regular basis. And that's just ironic.
I'm surrounded by morons.
It's funny. I just remember
Fucking,
that.
what is that? All dogs go to heaven.
Yeah, I think it was.
Morons.
I
I'm
was-
surrounded by morons.
It's funny. I just remember that right now when I said that we have that episode titled "Assholes and Idiots." And give me 1 second. I forgot my jar. Give me 1 second. Sorry to the audience.
But yeah, it's just fucking. It's you need to question everything. You know, why? Like fucking question everything. Like, why do you do that? How does this work? How does that work? Oh, you do that because of that? Oh, we gotta do that because you have to do that. And it's like, all right, I get it. So okay, that's necessary.
Okay,
You know?
I'm gonna guess what you said while I stepped out of the room based on what I just heard. But yes.
Right? Just fucking question everything, you know?
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
question
why,
everything, yeah.
why do we do this? Why do we do that? You know, and it's like because of this, you know, and because you got to do that, and it's like, oh well, if you don't do this, then that's gonna fuck up and shit like that. So you got to do it this way, and it's like, oh okay, so there's a reason we do it like that, you know, and when there's that clarity, that's the word I've been fucking clarity and transparency.
Yeah.
That has been the words I've been using a lot lately, because it's like, you know, there's been a lot of fucking stories and a lot of fucking, you know, he said, she said kind of bullshit going on right now because of my situation and this and that. And
yeah.
And it's like, you know, my whole whatever was like, you know, transparency, you know, we need more transparency. We need to like whatever and shit. Like, don't tell me what's going on or tell me what you're doing, so I know how to handle it or how to react or how to answer, and you know what I'm saying. And it's like, because if you leave me in the dark, you know, I'm just sitting here, you know.
Oh my god, it's funny because okay, like
my finger in my ass looking at the fucking wall.
No, it's funny you say that because okay, to promote the podcast, I've been posting up more shit on TikTok, not videos, promotional videos anymore, because I realized I was not getting enough. It wasn't working. Put it that way. So I've been posting up just personal quotes. Like I already told you, I don't like when people. Okay, hold on. I gotta put some in room. All right. Sorry, give me a second. I brought my cat to this room because I felt bad because I had him in the other room by himself. But he's gonna keep on making noise, so I gotta get him fixed. So never mind, I gotta go back in the room. Sorry. No, I apologize. No, it's because I need to get him fixed. Because my brother's cat, she keeps on going in and out of heat, and I'm like, no, we can't have that. So I need to get him fixed. So I've had to like separate him, and I feel bad because right now he was in my other room. So I brought him over here, you know, so he wouldn't be by himself. But then I was like, fucking shit, he won't shut the fuck up. So okay, never mind, you gotta go back. Sorry.
I tried.
Yeah, basically, I was trying to be nice. All right, sorry, I can't do it. But what's it called? Shit, what were we talking about before that?
I'm sorry. I got offered Taco Bell, and I've been craving fucking Taco Bell for a minute. What is it? We were talking about transparency and
Questioning everything.
Yeah, questioning everything.
Yeah, like okay, like that's what I was saying. Is it like because of the way that I was raised, it was interesting because like most kids that live in good families, even in not even good families, you know, just have at least one supportive parent that's actually there to like make sure they watch your ass. They guide you in a certain direction that they feel is the right way to go based on what they were taught. Right now, I didn't get any of that. Needless, and it sounds fucked up, and I can say that because my parents never listen to our podcast, so it's okay. Like, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Like my parents would only correct me when I fucked up. They would never tell me what not to do. They would wait till I did it, then they would say, "This is why you don't do that."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I figured it out on my own. If it was not severe enough for them to find out about it, I learned by myself. I mean, trust me, I became a very, very good liar. Believe me. I can lie to anybody, trust me. And even if you know I'm lying, I always tell everybody, and this goes to everybody, This is just a tip. I always tell everybody, do nothing. Don't lie unless you absolutely have to. But unfortunately, sometimes it is necessary. But if you have to do it, the number one rule is small, simple stories. No,
Yeah,
no, don't
keep it little.
Yeah.
And don't go into detail.
Don't leave out all the details. And most importantly, stick to your guns and never change your story.
Yep.
And that's why I say,
or one that I got from my grandfather was, I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you the whole story.
Exactly. That's why I say little details. Little details.
Yeah, you don't have to lie. Just
don't
tell them the whole story.
Little details. That's what gets you convicted, motherfuckers.
Because I've noticed that when people are lying, they fucking get so elaborate and so whatever, and they fucking like the details.
It's like no, you're saying too much.
Like,
saying too much.
And it's like you're lying. It's like you're getting into too much whatever about this and too much about that, and and it's like you're trying to convince me, but you're also trying to convince yourself, and it's like, and keep it simple and fucking do whatever. Like, it's funny. I actually lied yesterday to a cop, but I did it so retardedly. It was fucking hilarious. Well, I thought it was hilarious because the cop fucking rolled up on me and they were like, "Are you Jose?" My government name, and I was like, no, like I said it exactly like that.
Oh my god!
And the thing is, I had a fucking beer in my hand. I was walking on the street. I was going from point A to point B real quick. In a 5-minute fucking walking shit. And I saw the fucking cop pass, and I was like, he hit the fucking suicide, the turning lane, but he didn't like get all the way into the lane. And it was like, it looked like he was going to pull in the store, but then it looked like he was going to turn down the street. And I was like, what the fuck? And then he sat there, and then he turned the blinker on, and then he did a U-turn. And I'm like, oh, fuck me, man. And I was like, I got the fucking beer, and I was going to throw it, but I was like, that's even more fucking whatever. And then I'm littering, so I'm like, because I heard they've been fucking stopping people for jaywalking and shit.
No shit.
And they like a lot of people that I met that whatever, they were like, bro, they had shit on them that they weren't supposed to, but the reason for them being stopped was fucking jaywalking.
No shit.
But fucking what is it?
Excuse me.
He rode up on me. And he was like, yeah, he asked me this and that. And he was, first he was like, are you okay? Are you this and that? Are you guys okay? You're not fighting with anybody? And it's like, no. And it's like, are you Jose? And I'm like, no. And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. It's nothing. You're fine. You're like, don't worry about it. It's nothing, this and this and this. He was like, but somebody is pissed off. He goes, hold on. Because he was fucking in the street and shit. He turned his lights on and whatever and shit, like, fucking scared the fuck out of me because like he went like directly because it was at a bend, in the road.
Yeah.
So he like kind of like the car, instead of like going with the road, he went straight like towards me and shit.
Yeah. And
I'm like, oh fuck. So like whatever, and like he was like, come to the car, so whatever. He was like, you're fine, don't worry about it. And he was like, somebody's pissed off. He was like, they keep calling my people and this and that, and they're bugging and this and this and this. So my people called them and told them, there's nothing this and that we can do and whatever. And he was like, whatever you did, just, don't do it anymore. Don't do it again. Don't whatever. And he was like, but yeah, he was like, you're cool. He was like, it's just they're fucking bugging right now. And he was like, just stay out of trouble and just stay away. And I was like, all right. And he fucking drove off.
That's funny.
And I was like, oh my fucking God. Like, it was fucking, but yeah, dude, it was, I was laughing. I was scared shitless.
I would have been too.
But he drove off and I'm just fucking laughing, dude, because he's like, Jose? And I'm like,
yeah.
No.
No.
To fucking stop. Turn around and fucking like he has a description of me, like he knows what I look like, so like he already knew whatever. And I'm like, no. Fucking, I was like, you fucking idiot. And, but yeah, like, I was like, God damn it, it's fucking, don't fucking shit. I was like, remember we were talking about it last night? Fucking, it's like, the computer, my fucking warden is probably still active and this and that. And, oh, yeah, we never talked about that.
What?
About what happened to me and why we didn't record an episode last
Oh
week.
yeah. Okay. Real quick. Okay, just to finish what we're talking about. What's it called? What were we talking about?
Lying, and we started off with clarity and transparency and lying and questioning things and
Oh, okay. We will most likely circle back to that. Main thing I wanted to touch base with that though is the whole concept that I genuinely believe that like 90% of our history is all been a lie, because like a lot of it, when you really break it down, doesn't make any sense. And to somebody that's religious, they're the ones that are the hardest ones to convince, because they've been raised with this notion about this fucking sky daddy, that promises all this fucking, these
creation versus evolution.
yeah. And then here's the thing, I hate religion for one reason, because it is the most successful divider of people.
Mhm.
It is the number one most successful way to divide a nation of people.
Yep.
I posted a meme the other day.
Fucking wars and fucking whatever over
Yes,
this
I
shit.
mean millions of people have died over religion. And yet every religion teaches fucking forgiveness and love and peace, but yet every single one of them has cost more lives than any other fucking belief system that had nothing to do with any fucking worshiping of anything. So explain that to me, Dr. Science, because to me it doesn't make any fucking sense, and that is my point. I was so proud. This last conversation that I had with my daughter, I was so proud. At one point, I said to her, "I said, you know what? I said, I know that I wasn't there to raise you, but I'm so glad that at least I passed that trait on to you. That you just question everything. That nothing you don't look at things and say, yeah, that's just how it is. No, it's not how it is. You know why? Because this doesn't make any sense. That's not right. This doesn't feel right. Because she's an empath also, and she's a stronger one than I am too. It's kind of crazy. But but I mean, but because and that's why like I'm glad that like she's acknowledging it now. When she told me before how she didn't understand it, now she does, because before she thought she was crazy. No, you're not crazy. I have other friends that are too, older and younger.
It's like you feel things that you can't explain, and it's just the energy of the fucking. It's just the energy.
Yeah, and that's
the room, the fucking person, the fucking just whatever. You just you absorb.
I mean, and that is what opens the floodgate. Once you acknowledge that aspect, something that somebody tells you is a myth or does not exist, you start looking at other things around you and say, well, what about this? What about this? I mean, they told me this isn't real. They told me this is how this was. What if they were lying about that too? Hold on a second. So boom, all of a sudden your brain just opens up, and it's everything around you. You're like questioning everything. And that's my advice to everybody, and then we'll change subjects, is to question everything, because I genuinely believe that every single thing we've been told is a fucking lie. And any single time, any person you meet, or if you are one of those people that has those moments, we look around like that. Like George Carlin was one of those people. When he said, and I mean, I'll try to quote it best. When he said, when it comes to religion, I really tried, folks. I really tried. But the longer you live, the more you look around, the more you realize something is fucked up. Something is wrong here. This is not the work of a divine being. This is the work of an office temp with a bad attitude. And I thought to myself,
fucking person that just wants power and control.
Like somebody that just doesn't give a shit. And I'm sorry, but I refuse to believe that is the creator of everything. Some fucking asshole that doesn't give a shit.
I love you and I fucking whatever, and you're my child and da 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 da. But you need to listen to me, because I will fuck your life up,
dude. This is funny.
Okay, like you love me, but I have to love you, and if I don't love you, you're gonna fuck my shit up. Like,
dude, you want to know what my now is my all-time favorite Bible story is the story of Cain and Abel. Are you familiar?
Yeah, the brothers.
Yes.
And one brother was jealous of the other brother because the dad was fucking leaving him everything and doing this and this and this, and there was a reason, but yeah, right. He was jealous because
and Cain killed him with a stone. Cain, according to the Bible, was the very first murderer. Now, the reason that I appreciate that story so much is because of how fucked up it is. You think about it, like that's a Bible story.
Someone this guy was so jealous of his
Own brother
that he killed him.
Now, fast forward. Another Bible story that I love. This is just for kicks. Do you remember the episode of Family Guy when Stewie and Brian they get like I can't remember how it happens, but they fucking get like lost somewhere, trying to make it home, and then they find fucking Brian's mother, and I think that's what happened. I think they try to find Brian's mother.
Yeah, Brian goes home or some shit like that. He has like midlife crisis kind of fucking thing or some shit.
Yeah, and like he goes like Stewie and him goes and he finds his mother. And they had her stuff. Like they steal her to go fucking bury her and shit.
Yeah.
My favorite scene of that whole episode is because that when Stewie does his rendition of the story of God and Isaac. God, Isaac. Joseph. Abraham.
I think it is
Abraham.
Joseph.
No, it's Abraham. No, it's Abraham. Abraham.
To kill his son, right?
Yes. Abraham. He says, because like Brian's there.
You're actually gonna do it?
Like Brian's there. Like, say something. He's like, what? He's like, say something. Oh, okay. He goes, and then God said to Abraham, "You shall kill your son Isaac." And Abraham said, I did not hear you. Check the microphone. And then God said, check. Larry, pull the high end down. And it's funny because it took me, I'm not gonna lie, it took me over 10 years to realize the joke in that scene was not the technical error. It was fucking Abraham going, wait, did you just tell me to kill my kid? I didn't hear you right. Are you speaking into the microphone? Like, did you see that? Did you just tell me to kill my kid?
Right. I think I've seen one where fucking where they're like coming down from the mountain or some shit like that, and he's like, "You were gonna fucking do it?"
Yeah. There's someone like that too.
And he's like, "No." He was like, "I wasn't. I was just whatever." But no, you were gonna fucking do it. Like, yeah.
Okay. Real quick. Okay, I can't remember what we were supposed to talk about. Let's talk about that instead, because that's just a funny segue.
About
Yes, that's right. Okay, that's right. Okay, real quick. Let me intro it properly. Okay, this is story time with Joey. Joey, tell us about your adventures and why I was scared that the show was going to be put on hold. And by the way, we're still up in the air. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We don't know yet what's going to happen yet. So this episode might be the last episode for a little while. Hopefully not. But just in case, Joey, why don't you explain to the audience why that is a possibility?
All right. So what happened was, I think the last episode or the episode before last, I got into explaining my situation and where I've been the last couple of months, or where I've been or whatnot, and where I've been, I fucking whatever and shit.
Yeah.
And my personal life and my situation and this and that and stuff like that. Well, it kind of something happened kind of because of my fucking, I guess, the lifestyle I've been living lately.
Yeah.
And what is it? I got arrested, and well, what had happened? Well, what it was I was on probation, which was I actually got put on probation while we were doing the podcast and stuff. It was about 4 years ago. It was for domestic violence charge. I mean, I don't care. It's my fucking shit. Like,
I remember that.
I mean,
I remember that.
and if you want to fucking, if you want to whatever, it's fucking. I believe it's fucking. You can Google it, or you can, you can open record, whatever. You can fucking look up the shit. But yeah, so I got into a disagreement, and a thing transpired with the wife, and I got a domestic violence charge. I got fucking 4 years of probation, and well, I did a year of probation, and I did not quit smoking weed, and I pretty much failed every drug test that whole year. I got sent to drug class twice, which I failed both times.
Good job.
And so I was told that I ran the risk of being put in rehab through the state or through the county, and pretty much rehab is just jail.
Yeah.
They explained it to me, and they showed me whatever. I Googled the facility, and it's pretty much jail. And pretty much I was going to have to go and do all that, whatever shit. And then there was a possibility of them taking away my probation and stuff, and me having to go to jail and do my 4 years. And being that it's a felony and it's a whatever, I would go to prison, no county jail and shit. So with whatever that, I just, I guess, to whatever it is, I went on the run, and there was really no whatever. It's like, it's kind of, I laugh kind of when I say it, because I mean, there was really no like on the run kind of stuff when you say it and you hear people talk about it, and you think they're fucking staying in hotels and laying low,
shit.
You know what I mean? Not calling from a payphone and shit like that. Like, no, I just
well, I mean, you didn't commit a murder. I mean,
yeah,
you didn't kill anybody.
I went about my day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
of course.
just went about my life, and
yeah.
Luckily for me, they never came looking for me. And I went 4 years like that, and well, what happened was I've been out hanging out, in the streets and shit, and whatever. That's what I've been doing my day to day. Like, I go out. I mean, I don't beg. I don't fucking panhandle. I don't steal. I don't nothing. But I go out and I do my little hustle. And I survive. You know what I'm saying? And well, I like to hang out and drink, beer outside the store, which I do every fucking day. There's a bunch of us that do it.
Well,
and
sorry.
The cops always fucking pass by. Cops just pass by. They just look at us and just keep going, They know we're just sitting there drinking and we're not doing anything. Well, this particular day, I had just gotten some new clothes, so I had a basket with my clothes, and of course I had my backpack and everything. And so we were sitting there. I was drinking a beer, and I just rolled a blunt. We were smoking a blunt, and the cop passed it. I was like, look, the cop. And I don't know, something told me, you should like walk away, and I was just like, they never stopped. Well, the fucking cop turned into the fucking thing, pulled up on us, and fucking stopped. And I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, they're going to ask our names and this and that and whatever. So they came up, they asked everybody for their name, and they were like, what are you guys doing? And we were like, we're just sitting here, waiting for a ride. We just did laundry, we have our clothes, and, we're just hanging out. And the cops were like, okay. And one of the cops went back to the car, and I was like, I'm going to go to fucking jail and shit. And part of me was like, I was going to tell him Joey Francisco, but I was like, don't fucking whatever.
Don't.
I stuttered and I whatever. It sounded like I was lying when I said my name, but I gave him my fucking name and my birthday. I gave him all the right information.
Yeah.
Well, he went to the car. And the other guy who was talking to us, he was like, "Yeah, the reason we stopped is because we've been having an issue with the homeless people setting up camp and this and that at businesses, and putting up tents and living outside of the businesses, and that's why we kind of stopped to because it looked like that's what you were doing and stuff. You're getting ready to start setting up, and we were like, no, like we sit out here every day, we're just hanging out and waiting for a ride." Well, the fucking cop that went to the car, he damn near ran back to me like this fool fucking walks fucking quick and shit, like Terminator fucking fast, like walking and shit, like and he fucking grabbed me like I was gonna run away.
What the fuck?
He was like, he fucking grabbed me, fucking whipped me around, put my hand behind my back, and he was like fucking all aggressive and shit, and he was like, "You have a warrant for fucking domestic violence, blah blah blah, blah,
shit, okay,
whatever," and fucking, so he arrested because I never finished probation, so I had the MTR warrant or whatever.
Yeah.
So he took me to the car, he fucking searched me. Fucking everybody else, he didn't even bother with anybody else. He told everybody to fuck off. I had my backpack. There was shit in my backpack and stuff. And like,
of course.
And he was like, "Is the backpack, what's yours? Is the backpack yours?" And I was like, "No, just a basket of clothes." And they were like, "All right." And they were like, "Okay." And they searched me, they whatever. And they told everybody to fuck off, leave. Don't sit there. And they threw me in the car like 20 minutes, dude. 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops. Like, that's how fucking quick everything, whatever. And they took me to the fucking, the magistrate. And we're pulling into the magistrate, and I'm like, oh shit, like, I might get out of here. And it was two cops. One cop was like, "Why are we pulling in here? Like, we need to go to county." And the cop was like, oh yeah, that's where we're going. And they fucking pulled out, and they took me up the street to fucking county. And so we're going in, and the cops escorted me in and this and that, and we're talking, and and he was asking about just asking about me and this and that. And I told him like, yeah, well, I was doing laundry today. I just got some new clothes, and I was just waiting for them to pick me up. I was gonna go home, take a shower, put on some new clothes, and this and that. And he was like, "You're not homeless?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not homeless." And he was like, "Oh," like it sounded like he wanted to be like, "My bad."
Yeah,
but
shit.
It's like, "Bitch, I'm in jail. You brought me to fucking jail." And he looked like, "Oh man, like, oh shit." And yeah, so I went to jail, went to county, and it was an MTR. And normally with MTRs, you don't get a bond and shit like that. So I was fucking worried and about that. And then also too, I was worried that they were just gonna fucking send me to prison and shit. So I was in jail for exactly 7 days. I went in on Tuesday, got out on Tuesday, and my bond was $30,000. And found the thing. I think we paid like 5%, 10%. I think it was like about $1,500.
Damn.
They paid to get me out and stuff like that. And at that, I don't even have a court date or anything, so I have no idea what the fuck's gonna happen. Everybody was like tripping out because I don't have a court date. But my whole criminal thing came back to me, and I mean, I knew it was eventually gonna happen. And I was in jail for a week, and luckily, and I got blessed, and people still love me, and they got me out of jail.
I will say this, like,
because if not, I would have been there. Still,
I will say this, like, okay, in your absence, like, I always have contingency plans. I always plan ahead, and initially I thought it was ironic. I remember I told you offset how, like, the last episode we recorded, you dropped off right before I gave this very sincere, heartwarming speech, and how I needed you to stay out of trouble because I needed you for this project to stay on this fucking show. Because there's so many things that I want to do with this fucking show, and I need you to fucking just to be good. And you didn't hear any of that shit because your phone cut off. And then a week later, you get fucking arrested. I'm like, God damn it. Now, in light of that, like right away, I remember what I said. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. In light of what you said, I'm sorry. In light of what I said, I said, okay, you know what? Like I can't replace Joey, but I mean, like we got to put something on there. So right away I thought, okay, what if I fucking find a substitute for Joey in the meantime? I said, well, you know what? A good way to do that. Try to get more people to be on banana stickers, which unfortunately I still have not. Everybody's a bunch of fucking pussies. Nobody wants to get on the fucking mic, dude. And it's funny to me, like that's what bugs me because that was the plan. I was because that is the case, by the way, folks. Anybody watching this, like, if anybody would like to get on the mic, anybody wants to vent their frustrations, our spinoff podcast, Banana Stickers, is literally just a one-on-one with you and me, and we can change your name. We talk about whatever the fuck you want. You're not on video, only I am. It's all audio for you, and we just talk. It's free therapy, basically. But that's what I was gonna do. I wanted to have like people on banana stickers, and anybody that would want to be on, Don't Be So Sensitive, as a substitute until whenever it is you got out.
Well, kind of like what the other podcasts do, and the other whatever things. It's like the co-host has to go and do something, so they have guest people come in.
Yeah. I think like Jimmy,
every day, every episode, it's a new person. Because
like Jimmy Kimmel did that. I think one summer he was like on vacation with his family or some shit. I think he had like Jelly Roll on there. He had a whole bunch of other people on there.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, kind of like that. That's what I was gonna do. And unfortunately, everybody's a bunch of fucking pussies. Nobody wants to get on the fucking mics. It's fine.
Everybody's all talking.
That's what I'm saying.
They bug. When are you gonna let me get on the mic? When are we gonna do the podcast?
Dude, like
whatever, and they never fucking come through.
That's what I'm saying. No, it's true. Like Kenny, I do not blame him because Kenny actually has a life, but he was the one that I was supposed to record with him last week, but we didn't. I don't know what happened. But he's been really busy. Like he hasn't even checked my messages, so I know he's been busy. But like other people that I've talked to that talk about how they're so adamant to get on the mic. And it's okay. Well, let me know when you're free. I told them my schedule. I said, I work every day. Again, and this is to everybody. This is everybody. Okay, to anybody listening, seriously, don't be so sensitive. Don't feel the queer. Probably a little bit harder. My friend Liz, she has a troubling schedule. But Banana Stickers is just you and me. You tell me what day you want to record, as long as it's not Sunday, when the hours of 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock. That's when Joe and I record. That's the only space that's available. But here's my schedule. Okay, every day I wake up at 7 o'clock. I get up. I go to the gym. I'm usually done by 8:30. I do fucking deliveries till about 4 o'clock, Monday through Friday. After 4 o'clock, that's when I start drinking. And after that, I'm pretty much just home the rest of the afternoon. I got nothing going on. So if you want to record anything from 4 o'clock and on, you let me know. But guess what? If you have a really tight schedule, you can only record between fucking 11 o'clock a.m. and 2 o'clock p.m. You let me know. I'll pencil your ass in there. Again, it's free therapy. I want people to participate in this shit. It's free therapy, folks. And again, I know you look at me. I look like a fucking homeless person. No, trust me, dude. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Like I've been doing this for fucking years. Like I've helped a lot of fucking people, believe it or not. And in some cases, they didn't even fucking know it. Ray is a good example. God, man, I gotta.
It's like, so how does that make you feel,
dude? Okay,
and why do you think you feel like that?
I gotta.
Yes, that is understandable, and it's okay to feel that way.
It's funny. It's funny. No, it's funny, dude. Because it's like the stereotypes that happen when somebody's getting therapy. They're not really stereotypes, I mean, it's legit a lot of times. Like it's funny whenever I talk to people. No, I don't mean that therapist. Somebody's just talking to people, but there's times when like they really start breaking shit down. Like out of nowhere, I'll find myself asking, if you don't mind me asking, like, what's your relationship like with your mom?
Yeah.
And they'll be like, why do you ask that? It's because because again,
I'm trying to get a little foundation.
Like because I mean
what your background is.
Like that's not like
how you kind of
it's it's just funny because like in all these sitcoms and movies, when that have psychologists and psychiatrists in these sessions, that always comes up, the relationship with the parents, and it sounds like a cliche, but it's really not. If you actually study psychology, yeah, your foundation is literally where you're brought up, and maybe you did not grow up with your birth parents, maybe you were adopted, maybe you were in foster home or adoption, so an orphanage, excuse me, or maybe you're like me where you raised yourself, but in one way or another, like I said, your foundation is who you're gonna be for the rest of your life, the rest of your life. And because of me, because God blessed my environment, because I was surrounded by so many different pathways, I became a shapeshifter, and I can just adapt to anything.
Yep. I blend in.
Exactly.
That's whatever everybody fucking lately or recently, being that I've been out and I've been whatever, they're like, you blend in.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, sometimes like you're not even fucking, don't even notice that you're fucking there. You're quiet. You just blend in, and everybody seems to fucking like you. At one time, fucking somebody was getting upset because they were like, I'm pissed off, and I'm like, why are you mad? Because everybody liked you, and I'm like, why are you mad about that? Like, why is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, it was like, yeah, because you can't fucking bad talk me. You can't fucking nothing, because everybody likes me, so you can't fucking find anybody to go against me.
Oh, dude, I remember Jim Jeffries. He did a set and he talked about that at one point, saying how, like, some people are just assholes, and the only way to kill hate is with love. And love, and I love this set. I love what he says, because he says love does not always conquer hate. It does not. It's true. It's an unfortunate truth, but it's true. However, if somebody you meet, somebody there's always just that way to you, no matter what, still just continue just to give them nothing but love. Kindness. Yes, because here's what happens. Even if they never change, because it does happen. We've all been there. Even if they never change, everybody around them is still going to see them as the asshole, and you were the person that never stopped trying to be nice.
Yep.
And in my opinion, I think you won. I think you won that one. So you're good. You're good.
Yeah, it just makes them look more like an asshole, and yeah,
and then
everybody's kind of whatever you're the same.
Like that's why I try to tell everybody. Like, like the last podcast we had, we talked about about when you get into a dispute with somebody and then somebody gets violent because they're not getting their way. You know what I'm saying? And I keep on seeing all these fucking these memes, and these quotes, about talking about like how violence is the wrong answer, and violence is a sign of ignorance. Somebody that does not know
the way I saw it these last couple of months and this and that, as I see violence as a primitive reaction.
It is. It absolutely is.
And that's why, and that's how I've kind of been keeping myself from losing my composure and getting upset and doing this and that. Because I mean, and my situation where I'm at, there's a lot of fucking things that happen. People steal shit. People fucking get, you get burned. Shit like that. And and it's like some people were doing it to get a rise out of me.
Yeah,
I was always level-headed and fucking always cool and this and that. And some people fucking, one person did tell me, they're like, I kind of like, yeah, it was an accident a few times, but I was trying to piss you off.
No, okay, like
did it work? And it's like, well, no, it didn't. And what happened? You got pissed off, and you fucking went, you busted out. What happened? What did I do? I stayed calm, and I fucking talked to you, and I was like, hey, you know what? You need to chill the fuck out. Fucking lower your voice. I'm not yelling at you. You fucking, this, and you're fucking up. I told him like it was, but I said it very calmly, and I said it very fucking respectfully, and I was like, I'm just looking out for you, and I'm trying to help you, and you just keep fucking up and fucking this and that and whatever, and they're like, fuck you, and they ended up punching somebody else in the face.
Shut the fuck up.
They took off. 10 minutes later, they come back and they're like, I'm sorry.
When was this? How long ago was this?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, and
how long ago was this?
Whatever. I want to say it was about in January.
Okay.
Yeah, and And yeah, he came back and he apologized, and then it happened another again, the same person and same reaction and this and that. And then later he told me that he was trying to get me to get pissed off, and I told him like, no, I see it as a primitive thing because you don't know how to handle a situation.
You get it. Thank you. No,
react.
okay, God, sorry, I keep interrupting. I'm sorry. It's because I want to tell you this shit that happened with me and Ray. Please finish, and I'll tell you. I'm sorry. I keep on interrupting you.
Oh yeah. No,
No, go ahead.
no, but yeah, that's what I was trying to say, because what I noticed too is a lot of these people that are out here, these gangsters and these whatever, like, yeah, they're real quick. They want to kick somebody's ass. They want to fight. They want to whatever. But it's like,
Dude,
it's
stop.
You don't know how to handle the situation. Like,
yes.
To me, it's like, you don't know how to talk to anybody. You don't know how to fucking whatever yourself. You don't know how to articulate what the fuck you're trying to fucking do. So it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna punch you in the face.
Now it's funny. What's funny? I love that you use the word primitive to describe that behavior. You know what word I choose to use? Childish.
Yeah.
Because children do that. When a child that is still a developing brain, that does not understand how consequences work, that doesn't understand that sometimes you do not always get what you want just because you want it. Every once in a while, there's consequences, and depending on the parent, they might slap you in the face. But now sometimes that can backfire. But here's the funny thing about that, though, is it, as stated, I mean, a lot of things are hereditary. You may not ever hit your child even once before they hit you. I'm going to repeat that for the ones in the back. You may not ever hit your child once before they hit you. Because again, depending on how they're raised, or just generally just genetics, maybe deep down in you had a couple of moments where you've lashed out. And your kid, every once in a while, if they don't get their way, they might act out, throw something at you, hit you in the face, punch you, slap you, bite you, have a little fucking time. This does not mean there's anything wrong with your kid. Does not mean that at all. Most of them grow out of it. It's not a big deal. Not officially. I mean, keep an eye on them. Most kids grow out of it. But here's the thing, though. That is childish behavior, or as Joey says, primitive behavior. Because you know why? Because your brain is just not developed enough to understand, hey, man, we can just talk this out. The other day, I had a confrontation with Ray. And this is not a story time moment. It's just a brief explanation of what happened, because it's basically exactly what you explained right now. This just happened. This is on Monday. I went to go see Ray. I can't remember. It's because I finished my work for the day, and my last run was like right by his place. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop in with Ray's and see what he's up to, right? So I do what I always do. I stop at the store. I buy a few 24 ounces, one for me, one for him, 3 for myself. Especially right now, because if anybody's not aware, Stripes, they have this fucking deal. Punch in your phone number. 4 beers, 24 ounces for $5.15. That's $1.25 a beer plus tax. That's a fucking deal.
Damn, that's not bad.
That's not bad at all. Stripes.
Oh, Stripes, yeah.
$5.15. It's basically $1.25 a beer. That's cheaper than HEB.
Yeah.
So I've been cashing in on that fucking deal. So, but yeah, so I do that. But again, I do that anyway. I was always raised the notion, you go to somebody's home, you bring them a gift, right? So I take Ray a beer like I always do. We're hanging out. We started watching some shit on fucking SNL because of Jack Black. I think it was the guest, the host last week, not last night, but last Saturday. And
I heard about that.
And at one point, they show a sketch when they're doing like the ESPN panel, and they have the guy, I think it's Keenan. I think it's what it is. He's playing Charles Barkley, and I know that Ray has a brain injury, and I know that that maybe I'm not officializing it. Maybe that's why he feels he has to explain literally every fucking thing to everybody around him.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, I don't know for a fact. But I do know it's annoying as fuck that he has to do that every single fucking time anything fucking happens. So after a while, I get annoyed by it. So at one point, Ray's trying to explain to me that he's playing Charles Barkley and he's doing the lisp so he can sound like Charles Barkley. I'm trying to ignore him, but he keeps on trying to explain it to me. And I look at him and I go, "Yes, Ray, I know how acting works. I know how acting works." And he keeps on trying to talk over me. And I said, "Yes, I know how acting works."
Yeah.
So at what point he gets all fucking he starts like gripping his hands again like a toddler,
Yeah.
and he fucking kicked me.
He
He
fucking kicked you.
he fucking kicked me with his fucking dead leg.
And that's funny. It's like, did you just fucking kick me?
That's literally what I said.
Yeah.
That's literally what I said. I go, did you just fucking kick me?
It's like you look down at your leg like, what what the
What the
fuck?
fuck was that?
Right?
It didn't even hurt because God knows he can barely walk, let alone fucking let alone attack me. But it was
Yeah.
the principle of it. It was like, are you fucking serious right now?
Uh,
Like, are you just fucking really?
It's not the feeling, it's the action.
Yes, and I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking pissed because and I'm looking at him. He just grabbed the beer that I brought him, and I'm thinking about, and I look at him, go, give back that fucking beer. Give me back that fucking beer.
Yeah, because he knows because last time that he fucking whatever, you went and you fucking, you know what? I'm taking a beer.
Hmm? I said, give me back that fucking beer, asshole. And I said, and then like I'm again. It sounds like I'm being dramatic, but I'm not. It's like again, I call him ungrateful little shit. You ungrateful little shit. I said, dude, I come over here, I bring you a beer, I give you my time. You know, I said, hang out with you. The fuck, I said, dude, why do you come over here? What was the time? Because it's convenient, motherfucker. But also because I actually care about you, your bitch ass. I said, but you do shit like that, and then you have the audacity to call me childish when I called you out on shit that you're doing that is literally fucking being childish. You hit me. And I said, what would you do if I hit you back? You wouldn't like that, would you? No, right? So guess what? I kicked him back.
Yeah.
And I didn't kick him like hardcore hard.
That's what you do to the kid. You know, the fucking kid pinches you, scratches you, fucking whatever, smack him back.
And it's funny because like I think that's what it was. It like I really didn't think I was gonna hit him back. And I was like, I was looking at his arm. I wanted to fucking like punch him like really hard, like give him like a Charlie horse on his arm.
Yeah.
But I was
Little
like,
frog.
nah, I'm just gonna fucking kick him. I kick him in his leg. And it's funny is that he was like, oh, you hit my numb leg. I didn't even feel that. Of course, trying to be all like big shit about it. But it was funny. He goes, there you go. Do you feel better now? And I go, actually, yeah, I do. Thank you. I feel pretty good. Actually, no, I feel a lot better. And after that, I didn't say a word. Because man, I'm going, no, fuck you. Because in my head, that's the only reason he did is he didn't think I was gonna hit him back. He thinks I feel sorry enough for him that I won't fucking hit him back. I said, nah, bitch, I'll fuck you up, dude. I don't give a fuck how your crippled ass is. I'll fucking beat your ass. And when your dad shows up, he's not gonna fucking pull me off of you. He's gonna say, what happened? He's gonna ask. What did he say? What did he do?
Right? And he ain't gonna be mad at me. He's gonna be mad at you because
No.
I had to whoop your ass.
Like I mean, and that's nothing too. Okay, like this not to break off of that subject, not entirely, but like I guess the point of that story is that like I had this conversation with another friend of mine talking about that. They were in a squabble with a sibling, and the details are important, but what was said to them was like basically one person said something, they were already in a bad mood, so they said something to her just to like get under their skin, right?
Yeah.
And when I talked to them, I said, let me ask this: is what they said pissed you off, or is it the fact that they said it? And she's like, the fact that they said it, because they know that that's how to piss me off. I said, right? I said, okay, cool. Then you're good. You know, you're okay to be mad because you're right. Like they knew that's what it was gonna take to piss you off. And I hate when people do that. I hate that shit because it's such a high form of disrespect to do that to somebody when you know that's what it's gonna take to piss somebody off. That's what you go to.
You know their trigger, so you go at it.
Mm-hmm. And I've done it. I've done it plenty of times. I've done it to my daughter. My daughter did it to me. You know, I'm not proud of it, but I don't do it a lot. And like even Ray, like there's so many times I want to, but I'm like, no, I bite my tongue. But he will. He comes at me all the fucking time, and it bugs me because it's like How can you be that fucking hateful, dude? Like that's what you gotta do to like to bring something because you're just that fucking miserable. You know, like I don't know, man. Like, again, like don't get me wrong, I'm not the happiest person in the world, but like the last thing I ever want to do is bring people down. I don't understand. I'm still trying to like contemplate why some people like this just can't break away from that is just bringing people down. I see people all fucking online all the fucking time with fucking missing limbs, fucking war vets, fucking birth defects, fucking still living their lives. No, woe was me, God, fucked me over. No, man, they're fucking happy as can be doing their shit. And now because of social media, they're fucking famous. But yet, we got fucking, regular Joe Schmo down the street, fucking working his 9 to 5, doing great. He's got a 2-car garage, and he's fucking, oh, I hate everything. Bitch, get the fuck over it. Be happy you're still here, man. Just be happy with what you got.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that like everything in the world right now is just crazy. What we really need to do is stop getting sucked into this to all of the crap around us, the fucking the distractions, and really just focus, just look around and see what's really going on.
Yeah, we gotta go back to like the 80s and shit, do the Hands Across America and shit like that, you know? We need to do some big like fucking block party or some shit.
I would love to see that again, man.
Like they used to back in the day, fucking.
We could do it downtown.
What is it? We are.
Hey, we could do it downtown, Travis Park. If we promoted it enough, shit. All river rats invited. Have a big old fucking cookout. Everybody shows up. We promote it. We promote it well enough, dude. The fucking radio stations would show up. And so, what's this for?
Take over Travis Park.
Yeah. Then they ask, what is this for? It's to prove that we can all be in one place and get along. You know why? Because everybody that works in downtown San Antonio is considered a river rat. It doesn't matter where you're from, what your background is. We're all in the same fucking group. And that's fucking true, man. If you're a river rat, you're a river rat for life, man.
Yeah,
and
that's what they said. I met this old person, and they were like, "Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm not a river rat." They're like, "You're always a river rat."
Fucking A.
They're like, "Once a river rat, always a river rat."
Let it be okay. Let me state it. By the way, this is okay. This is a live feed. By the way, the date is April 12th, 2026. So if anybody sees this and takes this idea, and you do it in San Antonio, it has to be in San Antonio. That's the only reason I'll get pissed off. But I won't get pissed off if you do it. At the very least, give me credit because it's a great idea. Okay, earlier, I don't remember if it was on the pregame or not, but we mentioned how I've been okay. I have that AI program to make images, right? And I have a lot of really, really good T-shirt ideas, which will come great later on this year. I'm gonna buy the fucking the screen printer.
Yeah.
So we can make some shirts. I have a whole bunch of prints that we can make. I already have a good idea how to go about it. What I want to do is the images themselves will be on the back of the shirt, and the front of the shirt will either say "Don't be so sensitive" or like "Don't be so sensitive.com," something along those lines, or both.
Yeah.
But either way, there's gonna be like a small print in the front, and the back is gonna be like the actual image. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I want our style of shirts to be, of t-shirts to be, because that way you have the name like on both the front and the back. You know what I mean? Kind of like it stands out. But no. The reason I was saying that is because I've been making all these images on the fucking the image creator, and I was trying to make one that quote that popped in my head. I was trying to think. I was trying to think about race. That's what it was coming down to. And I was like myself, like I was thinking like a dog and a cat. I was trying to shorten it up as the best I could, but I couldn't shorten it up properly. And the image creator wouldn't do the words right. It kept on jumbling them up. And what the quote was is that when a dog sees another dog, when a dog sees a different dog, it doesn't identify its breed. It just sees another dog. Imagine if people did the same thing towards other people. Meaning, like if you saw a person on the street, you wouldn't see a black man or an Asian man or an Asian woman. You would just see a woman or a man. Or better yet, fuck that. Since you want to break it down to the nitty gritty because of all the PC culture, if you see a person in the street, you don't see a black person or a white person or you just see a person, just another person. Because guess what? A dog doesn't even know it's a female dog until it gets in her fucking asshole.
Yep.
Let's be honest. That's why they do that shit. Like, oh, let's find out which one you are. Oh, you're a dude.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm guess what? I'm still gonna go in there. They still
Right.
do it. They don't stop. It doesn't stop them from doing it. They still do it.
Yeah.
But think about that. If people acted like dogs and cats, just saw each other as just fucking dogs and cats, you know, that's what cats are the best because there's so many fucking like mixed cats out there. Jesus Christ, they come in so many different patterns. That's the best example right there. Every single cat you ever see, not a single one looks alike. Well, every once in a while you do. It's amazing when it happens. But think about that. Every single cat sees another cat. They don't see a breed of cat. They just see another fucking cat.
Yeah.
When I see somebody on the street, I see somebody on the street. I don't see I don't see a black person or a white person or a yellow person or a fucking blue person or a fucking green person. I see a fucking person. If everybody saw each other that way, imagine it'd be so much fucking better. There'd be no reason to be fucking judging people based on just looking at you.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna have to like wrap it up and shit.
That's good.
Because I'm gonna have to get out.
That's good.
And shit.
We didn't get to really touch base with the war really quick, but really quickly, just to get a couple of tidbits in there. Do you have any opinion on that, or have you heard anything about the war in Iran right now with Trump fucking raising oil prices and everything and fucking us over?
No, I mean I haven't heard anything new besides. I mean, nothing new, and just really like what I was telling you yesterday about one of the guys I met when I was in jail. That he was a Marine, and that a couple of years ago that he was training people on how do you say sweeping fucking Iranian fucking boats and shit like that.
Yeah.
So part of me is like, I think all this was premeditated. Like, yeah, it's because of the whole Israel and fucking Palestine or whatever shit, but I think it was all set up.
Yeah, I think so too. There was one video I wanted to play, but I have to look it up. So hopefully the next episode I'll find it. That kind of breaks down, you know, like why this is happening. But a lot could happen in a week, so we'll see what happens. The only thing I want to say on that though, about the whole war thing, and then we'll go and we'll go and shut this down. Is it to everybody listening? Just to circle back to what I said earlier about inflation and the war itself is all propaganda. You know, if you want real change, you need to just stop buying shit. Stop spending your money on crap you don't need. Trust me. Look, hey, believe me, I love Whataburger. I love McDonald's. I love Burger King. But you know what's even worse than that is how much I miss them because I haven't had them in so fucking long. I sacrificed those luxuries so I can say, you know what? No, I am not going to conform to this crap. This is wrong. I'm not gonna fucking buy into it. And it's unfortunate because I'm just one person. It's not enough. We all need to. And don't get me wrong. I understand. Hey, I mean, everybody needs to work. I get it. I understand. I get it. These people. Hey, if the business was down, they wouldn't have a place to work. But the reality is, like I said, these companies don't care about these fucking employees either. They don't. And you know what that does? That encourages them to go back to school and get a real job. Think about it, folks. You're not fucking hurting them. You're doing them a fucking favor. Because most of these people, if you're at McDonald's, you're either a young kid that just got out of high school, you're middle-aged and you're a manager, or you're an older person and you're just need to fucking work because your last fucking job fucking laid you off. That sounds crazy, but guess what? I know, you know why? I do DoorDash for a living, and I go to fucking McDonald's a lot, and I've literally seen exactly that. Young kids right out of high school, zip face and everything, middle-aged, they're the ones fucking running the place, and the motherfuckers in their 40s and 50s, they're just doing fucking cashier work, and they fucking hate it. They want to fucking kill themselves. Not even a joke. No bullshit. But you know what? Hey, everybody's got to eat. We all gotta fucking pay rent. We all got bills. So again, folks, stop buying shit you don't need. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and proceed with our final thoughts because Joey needs to get the fuck out of here. This is a Joey and Max Parr's final thought. I love Jerry Springer. Joey, go ahead and proceed.
Well, like I always say, take care of each other. Take care of yourself, and fucking life's short, so have a good time, do what you want to do, enjoy yourself, and just don't get in trouble, don't go to jail, and make good choices, but be considerate of the other person. Take a walk in their shoes. Maybe just think about what it's like in their fucking shit. And maybe you'll understand. Maybe it'll give you a better perspective. And maybe it'll fucking change the way you think about shit. Just be open minded and considerate of others, and like I always say, look out for each other. And stay hydrated.
Nice.
But yeah, that's Joey's final thought.
Well, that being said, thank you, Joey. This is Max Barr's final thought. The only thing I want to add is that something that I got. Like I said, I've been watching all of these Chicago shows, and Chicago Med is become my favorite one because one of the actors and characters, the actor I love him as an actor, but the character himself, he's a psychiatrist for the hospital, and I love his character, especially the development of his character because the way he explained things and he takes things so personal in some cases. And there's one case when I actually explained this to somebody else, and I said, I love how he's explaining to, like, I guess like his ward, this person that he takes under his wing. He says, our job is not to punish people for their wrongdoings. It's to understand why they did them so that we can prevent them from happening again. And that's not verbatim. I mean, I came up with that quote on my own, but I actually posted that on my TikTok because that's what I got from the message he was trying to teach her is, like I know that you're upset right now, that you're angry, but if you punish a bad deed without understanding why the person did it, then how can you ever prevent it from happening again? That's why I always say, that the I do not I'm not against the death penalty, but I always say I have a much better solution. That being said, thank you for listening. If you made it this far, one more time, thank you to all of our first responders and all of our truck drivers and anybody else that's made it this far as giving the show a chance. Even if you didn't like it, find somebody, there's some people that actually like some of the shit that we talk about. If you don't like it, that's fine. But hey, trust me, I'm sure at least somebody can relate to some of our shit. 'Cause let's be honest, man, we're regular people. We're not rich. We're not famous. We're just two fucking dudes having a conversation over a couple of beers. That being said, this has been Don't Be So Sensitive with Joey Max Power. I'm Max Power here, my co-host.
Joey, motherfuckers.
Y'all be safe out there. But more importantly, be grateful.
Bitch.
And we're